In this video, we'll be talking about the Edit Pivot Point function in the Synode Builder. There may be times when you import a mesh into the Synode Builder and some of your pivot points are off-center. In this example, if we wanted to rotate our propeller in place, we can't do that right now since the pivot point is centered in the center of our world rather than center of the mesh. So, if we were to rotate this, clearly this isn't the result that we want. So to change that, we can go down to the bottom left where it says Edit Pivot Point. Click it, and a small menu will be brought up. So now what we can do with the propeller mesh selected is go to Snap Geometry Center, and it automatically translates the pivot point to its center. Now we can click Confirm, go to the Rotate tool, and now it rotates in place. Once you've actually clicked the Edit Pivot Point function, there's a few different options that you can play around with. When you first click the function, you'll notice that when you move the pivot point around, none of the meshes surrounding it get affected. In this example, I want to pull up the top cover almost as it acting like a hinge. To do this, I'm going to click the top cover, click Edit Pivot Point, and now I'm going to freeform it to where we can position it in the corner. So now, when we open it, it now acts as a hinge. As mentioned before, you can also click the Snap to Geometry Center, which centers the pivots on all your meshes. If you have specific values that are in your CAD software or 3D modeling software, you can actually translate them into the Synode Builder. So if we click this mesh here, and then click Edit Pivot Point, you can see this Position tab here. So we can click 1, 0.2, and 0.5. And click Confirm, and it gets saved. It's really important to know that you should always set up your pivots before you start animating. I'm going to show you an example of what would happen if you change the pivot after you started an animation. So, if we click this front cover here, Snap to Geometry Center, and click Confirm, I'm going to be starting an animation to where, if I just wanted to rotate this on a 180-degree axis, create a new keyframe, then rotate on a 180-degree axis. Simple animation. However, if we now edit the pivot point and drag this out and click Confirm, you'll see that the results translate on your new pivot point. If you're interested to learn more about Synode, our website link is in the description. We also have a Discord channel for if you have any questions, comments, or concerns.